Okay, I can't deny it anymore. There's too many sources with the same information. Another massive leak, a credible leak at that, and it's from the company Genki, who makes accessories for gaming products, including Nintendo. And they have brazenly released footage and pictures of a mock up for the Switch 2.
Switch 2 va être annoncé dans quelques jours et j'ai pu voir en avant-première à quoi elle va ressembler ici avec les nouveaux Joy-Con magnétiques que vous allez voir à l'écran dans un instant. Je suis au CES de Las Vegas et il y a un accessoiriste qui a emmené une maquette de la Nintendo Switch 2. On peut voir du coup les nouvelles Joy-Con magnétiques. On voit qu'elles ont un nouveau capteur optique qui permettrait avec certains jeux d'avoir un mode souris. Ça pourrait être une grande nouveauté de la Switch 2. Le design en lui-même il est conforme à ce que disaient les rumeurs. La Switch 2 sera plus grande que la Switch 1 avec plusieurs nouveautés comme un deuxième port USB-C en haut et un nouveau bouton C et on ne sait pas encore à quoi il sert. Ce que me disent ces accessoiristes, c'est qu'eux, ils ont une vraie Switch 2 en leur possession. Alors, est-ce que c'est vrai, est-ce que c'est faux? Difficile à dire, mais ils disent qu'ils ont pu l'acheter sur le marché noir et que c'est ce qui leur a permis de fabriquer ces produits. Il y a plusieurs maquettes qui sont présentes au CES de Las Vegas. Il y a aussi des accessoires comme du verre trempé. L'annonce de la Switch 2, elle semble imminente et la sortie, eux, me parlent d'avril.
And they also claim that their mock up is based on a real Switch 2. I mean, this was identical to the last major leak. This thing feels very legit. I mean, it's coming from two different places. They even show the magnetic function of the Joy-Con release. And Genki did say that the optical sensor on the side of the Joy-Con is a new feature, but they didn't outline how it works, and they still don't know what the C button is for. Genki, they even started an accessory website with like a sign up for future updates via email. They even said stuff like, "Can you keep a secret? We can't." It's beyond brazen, which, I mean, good for them, I guess. I'm not really even sure how to feel, but the very last video I posted said to doubt everything until Nintendo says it themselves. I can no longer do that. I can't bury my head in the sand on this one. Genki also said that they believe the Switch 2 will release in April, and they claim that they have access to a real Switch 2. There's also another leak from a different source of a shot of the dock up much closer. And this dock build has been seen floating around from multiple sources. So, again, this also might be legit. Not really sure how this would integrate looking at it, but it seems that there's a built in dock fan, which is what those vents are for. And that's kind of a big win. Let me explain my feelings for a second. By the way, I'm Solace. This is Solace and Dread. We produce analytical content primarily focused on gaming. If you like that kind of stuff, consider subscribing. I said in the last video that I was not pleased that the Switch 2 seems to just be a beefier version of the same thing, despite the fact that I play my Switch docked all the time. And this puzzled some of you in the comments as to why that would be disappointing. Well, let me explain it. The NES to Super NES, that was just more power, sure. Same could be said really for N64 to GameCube. But the jump from the SNES to N64 was revolutionary. Games were now in 3D. 4 controllers, party games, cool accessories. It was a massive jump that completely changed how we play. Then when the Wii came out, it was like nothing the world had ever seen. It was, it had motion controls, and that kind of gaming broke out of the normal sphere of its audience and started really going mainstream. And again, revolutionizing gaming. It changed how we played and interacted with the console. The DS, integrating the dual touchscreens, once again revolutionizing the handheld market for gaming. Even the Wii U was a major change, putting a touchscreen controller in your hand that could also be your screen instead of the television, or they could just integrate it right into the gameplay. And then when the Switch launched, it took so many of these ideas, streamlined them, and then threw it into one amazing console, including the touchscreen part, which I feel like games never really utilize it. And then being able to switch from handheld to dock, it's still an amazing system to this day. I can't tell you how many times the power has gone out where I'm playing a Switch game and it honestly didn't matter because it was run on batteries. The Switch 2, if we're to believe what we've seen, and it's very difficult not to at this point, doesn't rock the boat. It's more the same. No weird gimmick that changes everything and revolutionizes gaming. And Nintendo is known for weird sometimes. That is my disappointment. It's not far off from like the PS5 from PS4 jump or the Series X from the One. It's more graphical power, one or two small, cool features, and that's it. That is the source of my disappointment. I wanted something kind of funky, and that bores me just a little bit what I'm seeing. Who knows? Maybe the sensor will really shake things up. I'd be surprised if it was to be used like a mouse, but I guess it could. That just feels a little odd. But it is possible. I think that it's important to remember, and it's also what people always forget whenever a new console comes out, is it's never really about the tech. It's about the games, especially with Nintendo. All that fighting between the Sony ponies and the Xbox over console strength, and it amounted to literally nothing because there was so little console exclusivity for first party only. A generation of nothing, as some have taken to calling it. I think now that Nintendo has more power in their console, they can pull off some really creative stuff, and that was the only thing that really held them back. But I think that when we see the games and software, the magic might light up for me again. But until then, yeah, this is a little bit disappointing. Just a little. I really don't play handheld much. I play docked 98% of the time, So with the exception of the Joy-Con IR function, I'll wait to feel impressed when Nintendo does their reveal with Mario Kart 9 or whatever the hell they launched the console with. The games mean more than the tech, tenfold. Don't forget that. Anyway, there's the leak. There's my 2 cents. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon, and long live the Turtle Kingdom.